You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
So Smooth, you ain't think we was gonna lose it. When I said it, I don't got nobody to ask what I said. Yeah, man, but I like.
That's the best part about this battle, even like in rekindling the battle in general, right? I'm like, yo, you know, we've been searching for opponents for minutes.
Right. I can't get no opponents on the rap side.
I've been searching, bro. So when ARP brought it up,
You can't, you know, you had to come over here.
Exactly.
and look, this is my thing though. My thing was, I enjoyed battling Tay-Rock in that, like, be quiet.
Dang, bro, I wish I could clap.
Like, it was perfect
This
for
ain't
what I
that.
did.
Nah,
But
this ain't
This ain't that.
but it ain't that. If you battling an opponent, you ain't that.
No, facts.
You're right.
facts.
You can make it
Fact,
that.
Facts.
that me and you are who we are.
Yeah.
We
But the room
turn
gonna be
this
quiet as
that.
Right. If you take Tay-Rock and put him and switch the settings, some of that shit go different that night.
That shit would have hit. This shit would have hit.
Because-
Like, on the tripod and all that, my nigga, they would have lost their noodles, bro. But
That when he like I said day by day, like
That
he
shit-
say the shit that's so simplistic that people just can get in the moment.
Yeah.
That they don't have to really go super far for it.
Yeah.
That's a gift, man.
It is.
That's a gift. I had to learn how to do that. I had to learn how to like tone it
That shit
down,
hard, bro. You know what I'm
tone it
saying?
down,
Yeah.
and not be so judgmental. Even when I see other people do something that I don't think is a crazy punch, because if it works, if it makes people go nuts, then it's
years.
you know what you told me that? Punch was like, who the best? He was like, who the best lyricist ever? And I was naming people. Royce, Lupe, I'm naming niggas random. He's like, no problem. It's like, why? That nigga say shit you gonna get.
immediately.
Ain't no
thing.
thing. That shit right there. Pow!
That's why,
hit the heart,
but
bro.
that's
My
why,
nigga,
that's
what?
why him and
Dear
Biggie,
mama.
but that's why him and Biggie was who they was,
Yeah.
because they was the most simplistic niggas who had the illest flows in the world, but it was instant,
Like instant, you don't,
the song.
my nigga.
instant.
Yeah.
We can go pop for Biggie all day.
All
Yeah.
day.
Nigga, first things first, I pop up, free all the honeys, dummies, Playboy bunnies, those wanting money. Those the ones I like cause they don't get anything but penetration. Yo, come on my nigga.
sanitation.
Doorknobs, I turn like doorknobs, heartthrob never, black and ugly as ever. However, I said, who's you down to the watch? Screens and watch filled with rock. Yo, like, that shit is so
Yeah.
instant.
Yeah.
That shit is so instant. And niggas don't know how to write like that in today's world.
Yeah.
That's a, yo, and I had that. Imagine having that pressure. Nigga, I'm with Puff. I'm with Puff for years. And that haunted me for years. The idea that Puff is never going to be impressed, nigga.
We cursed, huh?
Because he had Biggie. He had Biggie.
Yeah.
Like you had Biggie, you telling your artist like, nah, that shit dope. But it ain't like when Biggie did it and you was just like, yo, how does this nigga write these verses after verses after verses so memorable? Little kids can say and grown people can, like, how are you doing that?
Man.
So,
So
right, I felt that pressure.
Question to you would be, are we cursed with the gift being cursed? Like, is our gift on
Yeah.
cursed?
It is, right? Yes.
This is
But all the curses are gifts.
Yeah, so like, it just boomerang
All the
back and
curses
forth.
There's
are
a
gifts.
box of niggas who rap too good. I thought that saying couldn't be real, but that saying is super real. When you rap too good, you have trouble like that. You know what I'm saying? Being simple and listen, dog. It took me years to find out how to write a fucking book. You know what I'm saying? We was just born shit. You remember back in the days, old 5 days. We just born shit. Yeah, I didn't know how to do no hook or construct a fucking song. Like that shit was the
And then
hardest shit
nobody
in
can
the
tell
world.
you the day that it stopped meaning something. Nobody told you the day that having all them bars when it stopped. Nobody came out and said, yo, it's over. Nobody gives a
Facts.
fuck. It just stopped. It was
just-
one day,
It was
nobody
gone.
cared.
It was gone.
Nobody
We was
cared.
all spitters. It was
Nobody
one day
cared,
it was
bro.
gone. Niggas
But
nobody
I'm-
cared about none of that shit.
But I'm gonna tell you what though. I kinda like,
What's up, Sean?
I kinda like,
Hey, yo.
you know, help renew the spirit, like from the hip hop side of rapping again. Like niggas wasn't outside, like all y'all was outside.
Yeah.
The battle world was outside.
Yeah,
Nigga,
outside.
I
Yeah,
called
fact.
Royce, Lou, and I said, yo, these niggas is, I called Mickey. I said, yo, these niggas is outside, my nigga. He's like, what you mean? I said,
Rap,
yo,
rap, rap.
look, they outside, they rapping, they took taking over hip hop. I'm like, what we
Like
doing?
the craft, huh? Like just
The craft, the whole shit,
aspect,
cause
yeah.
now y'all niggas can go on platforms, leakers,
That's huge,
and flex. With, you know,
It ain't no
with-
separation. It was a separation
So
at
that
first.
it was a separation. Now y'all getting the looks, the same looks that a hip hop nigga just was up at the league. But you went up there and went super crazy because all you do is write, remember, recite. You so much more on point than these other niggas who got all this fame. Now, like, look at Sue Surf shit. Sue Surf shit for like 14 million views on a freestyle, right? So just think, he been building up his shit on platforms, but now he's on a hip hop platform with all the hype from battle rap. That's dangerous because no rapper, I don't care who you are, gets to come to battle rap with all your hype from hip hop. As soon as you step into these doors, you eat.
Yeah, nigga, who give a fuck?
You eat because no battle rapper cares. Niggas be like, yo, give me Drake. But watch when Drake get in the building. Niggas ain't gonna care that it's Drake, bro.
The disrespect starts.
The disrespect start, and guess what the whole crowd feel like? Drake about to lose. That's how they feel immediately. But y'all niggas come to hip hop and y'all can rap.
It's embraced.
There's no separation if you get that same platform. So when I went to the Lakers, I made sure that I laid them stone, and the next thing you know, Fab, Royce, niggas came back to the Lakers. But then, I think before me, this was the last nigga at the Lakers. I couldn't leave that like that. You can't leave.
I left that
And everybody was and left it. Nigga.
I thought I left it.
Yo,
What's that nigga how bad you left it?
Justin hit me and was like, yo, niggas ain't trying to come up here no more. They waited for me.
Yo, let me tell you how bad you left it. You left it so bad, niggas sent it to me.
Yeah.
Like, this what we doing? We letting niggas do.
Yeah.
I'm like, what you mean? What he do?
Yeah, nah, everybody sitting there.
Because I couldn't see what the nigga was doing. The nigga been moving in the darkness for 2-3 years,
Yeah, I was
nigga, in
moving,
silence, just popping up places.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what he do? What he do?
Yeah.
They like, nigga, go look at this. Click this link. I'm like, yeah.
Listen, this was.
I gotta
plan.
get up there.
I gotta
Listen,
get
we used to
up there.
hoop.
I gotta get
12,
up there.
15 years ago, we used to hoop. This nigga called this whole shit out before the face tat, all this. Like, Zach, I'm gonna get a face spawn tattoo. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come fuck these niggas' heads. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of funny shit, get my name up, and then
Right.
I'm gonna rap. And nigga did exactly everything he said he was gonna do.
Man, but this the cold part. And this is why I feel like if I got any edge over Light in his arena, is that I got way more study of him than he got of me. Way more.
Facts.
Nigga, I actually been studying you from the beginning. Nigga, when you probably even know who I was studying you, watching you when you ain't even play no games with niggas. When it wasn't even a thought in your mind to even play. Like if niggas even say something a little bit out the way, you like, huh, what? Like I seen a hood like come out a little bit like, oh shit.
Nah, you be listening, nigga. This nigga found me years ago. This nigga be listening.
You would make it harder for Daylyt because you study him. Because I
No.
got respect for
Oh yeah. I'm saying if I have any edge in his arena, because respectful, I'm in his arena, then I'm like, I got way more study on this nigga. I'm talking about, and I'm one of them people, I'm like so analytical. Like every great person I've ever studied, I know everything about them. You know what I'm saying? From Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, you know, Floyd Mayweather. And then when it get to the battlers, I know everything. I know every nigga's move, his the way he gesticulate his hands. I know his inflections and his tone. Like I'm one of them people. That's just how my mind works. I got a whole data list, and I've been watching this nigga when nobody knew who he was. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, listen, this is how cold it is. I showed this nigga to Puff when nobody knew who he was. His first early battles in little dingy rooms, nothing. And I seen this nigga, I'm like, there's something about this nigga, bro. And he wasn't going full, he was still being kind of hard, like more like tough. But he had the fresh waves and he was a little bit more clean cut, though, but he was still kind of street, right? And I'm like, no, this nigga cold, though, you gotta listen. Listen to how you doing this shit, right? And Puff was like, I don't know, man, nigga. He acting too tough, man. He acting too tough. I'm like, no, you gotta see. I'm like, he from Watts, nigga. It's a different world. Puff don't get it's a different world. It ain't like, because I took Puff to Summer Madness, right? So I'm like, try to always introduce him to the culture. I'm like, yo, this nigga. And then in the Philly Swain battle, the nigga was like, yo, keep that shit rap. That's when it started. That's when the whole, like, it started, because if Philly Swain would have never said that, he would have had a longer time to make an impact. But that moment was so impactful. What you mean keep that rap? Yo, that approach, I'm telling you,
Hard.
it ruined Philly swing.
It did. That nigga never
What?
was the same, my nigga.
No, he turned into a songwriter. He's a really successful songwriter now.
Yeah.
But it got him out of battle rap,
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah, he
Because
found
after
the
that,
new
it
lane.
wasn't it. That's like, nigga, that's like stepping Shane's song and just taking a nigga's whole. Like, oh, you try to be gangster? I'm gonna show you something so much more gangster. Everything you said not to do, now do something about it, right? And it was the moment. And I seen that shit and I was like, yo, oh my God. Cause you can't write that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you another moment in battle rap that it happened like that. Who was it? What's my nigga name? Midwest Miles, right? He was battling, was it Shotgun Suge? He was battling another big ass, yeah, Suge. And he was like, yo, you said you said rest in hell proof? Say that shit again, my nigga. Something, and then Suge was like, huh? And he had pre-wrote the bars that the nigga would say like, huh? That the nigga wouldn't say it again. Like, bro, listen, the way it created a moment in time where it's like, bro, you know how far, and you gotta be so with the shit to like know body language and how a nigga gonna react, or what if he get tough? What if he say, yo, fuck that nigga? What you gonna do? You gotta be ready, right? So a lot of that I don't give a fuckness help create niggas, because this nigga done been in situations where he did shit where it could have got real crazy. It could have got real on some street shit. It could have got, but now niggas don't know how to figure him out. Now he doing antics, he doing gangster shit. What do you do? What do you do with a nigga that you don't know? It's like he don't care. You leave that nigga the fuck alone. You leave that nigga the fuck alone. I'm telling you, it was a hood rule. Like if you seen a nigga, you had to fight him every time you seen him. You had to, and he couldn't beat you. But every time you seen him, you had to fight him. You had to let him beat you up, because I don't want to keep fighting. I don't want to fight you every time I see you. I beat you up 50 times, but you never gonna stop. All right, we good. I gotta let him go now. And it's that psychology of like, it ain't the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight of the dog, bro. So I know every facet of like that when it come to niggas. So that's why I'm like, I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I'm battling probably the toughest nigga in battle rap right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm comfortable. I'm not really like, I ain't tripping like how a nigga should be tripping. You know what I'm saying? Cause I already know he going Super Saiyan. But that's what he do. I don't care. He better Super Saiyan. Cause there's more pressure on him.
Everybody that asks me like who I got winning, I tell them the truth. Like I don't even think that exists right now. Like if people gonna pick who they like more, that's just natural. But I feel like we gonna reach a level that the rest of the venue not gonna reach. So if this is a bar and we both jump the bar, we both won. Right? But whoever jumped further, that's between us. But we're gonna jump the standard.
But battle rap ruined it. Battle rap ruined it, so we can get up here and have this moment. Battle rap ruined it. Battle rap don't hold niggas accountable no more for wins and losses. So guess what? So I'm coming over here from the industry. Y'all think do y'all know who I am, nigga? Y'all think y'all gonna really put the press on me? Like I got the pressure.
On us, though.
What? No, we gonna put pressure on the fans. We are, because guess what?
We gotta actually listen to
No,
you.
listen. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Y'all put pressure on us.
We taking the power back.
Pete, this what I'm saying. Like that coin flip and they go round one. It's on whoever.
They're gonna be the quietest they ever been.
That's what I'm saying. We're
They're gonna be the quietest they ever been, man.
That is a sign of accomplishment what we have done in the whole landscape of rap.
Nah, for real.
The fact that we can take it's gonna be three. How many people gonna be there? There's a couple thousand people in there. And the fact that niggas is saying, "Hey, yo, my man, shut up."
Facts.
Shut
Shut
up.
up. Right?
Niggas is
Hey,
on.
look, and for me, I'm gonna tell you an internal test that I think is dope. You should always stand in front of somebody that can talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the measure of what somebody can say to me. After I leave there, yo, listen, bro, get this shit. After I leave this battle, I'm invincible.
And it's over. That's the end.
It's over. This the boss. It's done. who gonna say something crazier to me ever, forever? Nobody. Now I might start taking way more battles. You get what I'm saying? Cause I'm about to stand in front of like, if he ain't say it, nobody else is gonna cook it up, bro. It's done. When he said The Rock, it's done. He said all the rock flips that exist. No more rock flips exist, bro. They done. He did it every way in the best at the top, the upper echelon of any rock flip we ever heard. It's done. But Rock had the greatest night he ever had because he knew that was coming. Rock is good forever, bro. He's good. He stood in front of that.
He can tippy toe now.
Nobody's gonna feel like Daylyt in front of him. Then nobody's gonna feel like
it's
that.
just the lyricism side of it, or do you feel like it's the all-encompassing angles mixed with like the
No.
energy?
No. It's the masterfulness. It had nothing to do about lyricism. It's about how masterful you are. And a master understands how to move those pieces across the board. It ain't always about lyrics.
Right.
It's about how that person standing across from you is going in their head right now in silence, saying, God.
I just know I stood in front of a few people that I'm like, you can say and create the best material I will ever hear about me. And then I've stood in front of people that say you can perform the best material I will ever hear about me.
Yeah,
So that's why
but
I ask different aspects
performances
of battle
create
rap.
goosebumps. The masterfulness creates something
Go home
that's
and think about
eternal.
You remember.
I'm telling you, listen.
You remember.
Nobody might not get it in that night.
No, yeah.
But if people go back and watch that shit over and over and over, and over time, that's called revelation. That's worse. That's worse, bro. I'm telling you, like, niggas could perform, that shit is cool. But it's about being a master. Because sometimes a master know not even to be over lyrical. Say something simple. I think Charlie Clips is a good example of that.
Yeah.
Because guess what, nigga? I did Wildin' Out with Charlie Clips, right? Charlie Clips is a demon.
Like in that space? Oh yeah.
But no, he's just a demon, period. But guess what? He knows, like, when to not be that. Like, he can be super simplistic, bro. Like, in battle rap, he did a lot of playing around because he was, like, masterful. It was really masterful. He wasn't trying to be like Loaded Lux. Loaded Lux come in and sometimes he missed because he got so much. It's too much to...
Rapper.
It's too much.
Rapper.
It's too much, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think at that point, you're only trying to impress yourself.
Yeah.
You only you trying to impress, like, you should, that's why I said I'm so comfortable. I'm just comfortable, like, man, I'm gonna go in this motherfucker. I'm gonna get that talking to. I'm gonna get that reckoning. Cause it's time for me to go to new levels in my life, nigga. Talk to me, nigga. And after you talk to me, I'm gonna be like, okay, now who else? Like who else? It ain't nobody else that's gonna talk to me, nigga. Like how we about to talk, cause I know how our minds work. Our minds work. Niggas' minds don't work like our minds. We the two aliens.
How often do you think situations like this collide in battle rap?
Well, you gotta have two niggas like this first. It didn't even happen with Lux and Mook because they not the same type of. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
That's why I say the
cause
dynamic here.
Like Mook go way more like he go way more like he's like more mainstream in the sense of setup, punchline, delivery. You kind of can know it, and then Lux is over like it's like not the same. Like this, what we doing?
Yeah. No,
I don't know if it ever been done. I don't think this ever has happened.
Hey, Lux, you don't think we
It's
came
the first
close
time.
with Averb and Lux?
That was kinda.
Kinda, but you gotta understand what Verb did. I'm gonna tell you the only reason why it's not.
Alright, come
Because
on.
Verb took the Killmonger rap.
Straight to like where the elevator
Instead
is,
of-
make
You know, it wasn't like a clash of two. Verb was like, I'm gonna show you how more connected to the street I am than you. I'm gonna show you how more disconnected you became because of this fame. So Verb went more St. Louis on the nigga. That tactic with that angle, but that's what I'm saying. Verb got the edge on that because he was masterful. He was like, yo, I'm gonna show you that I connect more than you. He was like, yo, you like your water slightly chilled in this feel. I walk in the bitch and hit it like this feel. That's see, that's
You need
not,
to relax.
that's not super lyrical. That's not super lyrical.
But
that's
it's
masterful.
to make you feel.
Get what I'm saying? And it disenfranchised from Lux, right? I think Hollow had a good angle too, where he tried to disenfranchise us from Lux, like, oh, you know, you think you better or you think you this or whatever. Hollow took kind of that route, like you preaching, you know, you can't go beloved with beloved. You're gonna lose. You don't go Daylyt with Daylyt. You're gonna lose. So you gotta be masterful, and I think the masterful is what really makes this sport like the real science behind the sport. Not just the oohs and ahs, but like the shit sometimes that they don't catch. You know what I'm
The
saying?
emotion, man.
Like you gonna get this work, like that was masterful. Winking at him, all that little shit. I was there. I was like, I was tapping niggas. I was tapping Buster. I was like, winking at him. He was like, what you mean? I said,
He winked at him after he said that.
I'm like,
Tangible things, you can't teach that stuff.
yo,
After he said that to Calico, he winked at him. It was very
he
sad.
winked at him,
comfortable
and then he
is that?
smiled at the nigga behind him. He winked at him and then went.
All those little things are aspects.
All those little things.
Those micro things.
All those little.
So you
it's
pay
the
attention
little
to
things.
all of that.
I pay attention to everything about everything that I love. If I invest in it, I analyze and I study it and I break it down because that's what I am. I have a thing called activating the advanced mechanisms that manipulate the constructs. So whenever I look at something, I activate the advanced mechanisms so I can manipulate whatever the construct is, and I can see everything. The same way I can break down rap and build it up, and that's how I created the be able to look at someone and just be able to compartmentalize everything about how the framework is. You know what I'm saying? So if I have ever had to get in there, I know how to move as far as angles to stay out of the way. I know how to move to stay out of the way. I can't make you less than what you are. I can't make Mayweather not Mayweather, but I can stay the fuck out the way, right? And that's what you gotta learn. That's the master move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we in synchronicity, if you move this way, I'm gonna move this way.
Yeah.
If you move that way, I'm gonna move that way. Right? It's Wing Chun. It's Wing Chun. It's Wing Chun. That's what we about to do. We about to Wing Chun.
Be crazy.
We should start the battle off like that.
Yeah, we should start that motherfucker off like that. Yo, somebody go take. Somebody go take.
Hold on, stay like that. Stay like that. Hold on, stay like that.
Oh, my bad, love. I apologize.
That's fire.
This going viral right now.
That's fire. Yeah. That's fire.
Bring it around.
That's fire.
Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan. About the Super Saiyan.
It's like a respect.
Hey, yo, and real shit. This battle brought us back together too, so
Yeah.
that's dope.
Yeah,
That's
most
dope, cause the last shit, it was weird, and we ain't was really communicating, and now this shit got us back cool, and you know what I'm saying? So that's the, I think that's probably some of the cooler shit that ever happened in battle rap.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
You know what I'm saying? So
Let's get it, man. They need to hurry up. I'm ready to go back to my room.
Tell them we just did a face-off. We just did that.
Yeah, my gosh, shit was so long, man. I should like an hour.
I got mine.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.